With Mayor Mitchell's comment and the CBO's statement on my April 13th question to council, I'm going to show you the actual receipts of what I paid back in 2012. Also, the application and the drawings submitted that they refused to issue my permit on, which should be interesting if I ever get them to get into court again, because the courts are all closed down, anyway, it's become a walk going on 9 years, and it's a joke now. Like, no one can believe this story that Selwyn Township can be this corrupt. Well, they are. Here is Mayor Mitchell's comment at the April 13th question I posed to council, and clearly he's really hasn't looked into my deputation.
Been sent in advance of the meeting. It is from Arthur Torella. The question is, when will the township issue Kathy and Arthur Torella May 24th, 2012 building permit application that all permit fees and legal requirements have been met and is now over 3,200 days past the Building Code Act and the Ontario Building Code legal timeframe requirements?
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I will answer that on behalf of Council. I have been advised by the CBO that he has communicated with you on numerous occasions and indicated that a building permit cannot be issued until all legal requirements are met. He has advised that submission is deficient, and as a result, the permit cannot be issued. Thank you.
As you heard, Mayor Mitchell, again, his actions are not in the best interest of the public, and the CBO's bullshit is beyond. You can't make this shit up, as I've said. So here is the actual building permit application, the receipts I paid, all dating back in 2012, and my drawings submitted. There is nothing else I can put on this to meet any legal requirements they pose. Now it comes down to, what do I do to go forward? Am I going back to court and seeing if I can get a judge to really speak to these issues, or do we need to have an LPP investigation into this corruption? As you can see, the permit applications dated May 24th. I put in my email address. I put in, I signed it. It's got the statement that I take responsibility for design, even though I am legally, as a homeowner, I can submit my own drawings. The permit receipts that I paid are all now coming up on these video, and the question comes down to now, how does this council justify the delay in issuing my permit for over 3,200 days, and they're allowing the CBO to bully and intimidate ratepayers when it comes to getting permits. I've got evidence that shows he literally forces people to do things that are not required, pay fees that are not required. As you can see, the site plan is the actual survey that Rob Lamar made me pay for. The next drawings are standard drawings that for the two additions. My house has been sitting here, built since 78, since we've been here, the main part. I've added a front addition that Rob Lamar had issued a permit based on the same construction design that he now refuses to issue my permit for the smaller additions, which doesn't make any sense. What's happening now is that because I spoke out against his interpretations, he's now been able to use and abuse his authority by taking me to court for failure to comply. And as you see, the receipts, I met the order to comply as it was written to submit a building permit application. Our dispute is a personal one because I called him out and Doug Head backed me, and he's now gone from our township. And apparently we've lost a few building inspectors that really didn't want to be involved because I think something is really fishy going on. I always wonder why our council that's been on this, most of them have been on the board since in amalgamation, and Mayor Mitchell, who was deputy mayor back in 2012 when I wrote a letter to the council, he's failing to follow the rule of law.